Hello students. In previous class we have seen what about the IUPAC nomenclature of cyclic compounds as well as benzene compounds also. In today's class we will start with functional groups. Before starting the functional groups we have to know what is the definition of functional group. Okay, let us consider one example. CH3 CH2 OH. CH3 CH2 OH. In this compound, along with carbons and hydrogens, we have oxygen also. Along with carbons and hydrogens, we have oxygen also. Okay, and this combined OH group is called functional group, which is the name of this functional group is alcohol. In 10th class also you have gotten four important functional groups: aldehydes, ketones, alcohols, carboxylic acids. Like that, basics we have gotten in 10th class. Okay, same continuation. Here we have little bit more functional groups. Then, what is the definition of this functional group? The substance which is going to determine the properties of entire compound. The substance which is going to determine the properties of entire compound is called functional group. Even though these many carbons and hydrogens we have, side chain CH3, CH2 like this, parent chain or side chain, whatever it is, even though those many carbons and hydrogens we have, let us consider another compound with 4 carbons. Okay, even how many carbons and hydrogens we have, the total compound properties will be depending on OH. Then it will show the properties of alcohol. This compound will show the properties of alcohol, meaning how that OH group will react with others, how that OH group will show physical properties, how that OH group will show chemical properties. All these are implemented to total compound. Okay, that means this substance is going to decide the properties of entire compound. Because of the presence of this substance, entire compound properties will be different. That means entire compound properties are depending on this type of substance. Those type of substances are called functional groups. The substance which is going to decide the properties of entire compound. The substance which is going to decide the properties of entire compound, that is called functional group. Okay, already we have discussed the definition. It is going to decide the entire properties of the compound, means we can understand how much important this functional group is. So we have to give highest priority to this functional group only. Highest priority to this functional group. So double bond, triple bond, substituents, side chains, whatever they have, if you have functional group, it must get least number. According to functional group only, we have to give numbering. According to that, it should get least number. Next, the total compound contains definitely functional group as secondary suffix. These are the things we are going to give importance to functional group, as it is going to decide the properties of entire compound. The substance which decides the properties of entire compound is called functional group. Okay, now what are the functional groups we have? What is the name of that compound? Okay, what is the structure, and what is its secondary suffix, what is its name? All these things in the form of tabular column I will give. First note down the tabular column and once or twice prepare well the tabular column. According to the tabular column, we are going to give the names of the compounds which contain functional groups also. Okay, so functional groups will be getting secondary suffix. Is it okay, ma? Now, before going to the directly tabular column, just I would like to say the general organic compound name, root word plus primary suffix plus, till now we have only primary suffix, ma. Up to primary suffix only we have seen till now. Secondary suffix we didn't get. Now we are going to discuss with functional groups also, na? So we have to contain secondary suffix also. Root word plus primary suffix. plus secondary suffix. According to side chain substituents, we will be getting prefix also. Prefix means the sentence or the name which is before the root word. Pre means before. The name which is before the root word is called prefix. The name which is after the root word is called suffix. In the two types of suffixes we have primary suffix and secondary suffix. Okay, number of carbon atoms, root word. Primary suffix, saturation, single bonds, double bonds like that. An, in, ein. Secondary suffix, functional group. That's why now we have to see first the tabular column. We have to get clarity. After that we have to start examples. Okay, man. Let us see how we are going to write the tabular column. Before that, this is the general representation of organic compound full name. Prefix, next root word, plus primary suffix, plus secondary suffix. Secondary suffix is represented as functional group. Okay, ma'am. Now let us see how we are going to write the tabular column. Serial number, name of the functional group, serial number, name of the functional group, formula, structure of functional group, its secondary suffix. It has name as well as secondary suffix also. While we are writing the organic compound name, okay, we will use secondary suffix. Is it okay, ma? Now, what is the tabular column? Contains columns, serial number, name of the functional group, formula of the functional group, structure of the functional group, secondary suffix. Okay, very important one is secondary suffix, these names. Actually, everything, this tabular column, everyone should remember, okay, all the names in order correctly. Then it is easy for you to write any sort of name. Okay, let us start with fun. Okay, ma'am. See carefully. 1. Name of the functional group. Carboxylic acid. Number 1. Name of the functional group. Carboxylic acid. Formula of the carboxylic acid. COOH. So if you see any compound which contains COOH, okay, that category comes under carboxylic acid. Name of that one is carboxylic acid. Okay, structure, C double bond O, OH. Exact representation. Structure means exact representation. This is normal, in general we will write in order. This is like compressed form, this is expanded form, like that you can see. Okay, COOH, COOH like this structure. Secondary suffix, oic acid. What is that? Oic acid. OIC-ACID. Oic acid. Butanoic acid. Pentanoic acid. Like that we will get the names. Okay, first let us write the table column. After that you will be habituated to the names easily. No problem at all. Okay, ma'am? See, first serial number 1. Name of the functional group, carboxylic acid. Formula, COOH. Structure, C double bond O, OH. Secondary suffix, oic acid. Next, second one, alcohol. AlCOHOL, alcohol. Formula, OH. Structure, O single bond H. Name, Secondary suffix you will get ol. Pronunciation is ol. Pentanol, ethanol, like that you will get names. If you have OH group, that is called alcohol. Names, secondary suffix ol. Okay, next, third one, aldehyde. ALDEHYDE, aldehyde. Formula CHO. Formula CHO. Structure C double bond OH. C double bond OH. Secondary suffix all. AL. Pronunciation is all. This one all. This is all. If you are getting any doubt here, bond, what is that one, sir? Here carbon is not satisfied with 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3. Correct? Fourth bond is with any other carbon. Actually, this is functional group representation. This should be bonded with any other carbon outside. CH2, like that it will be. At the time you are writing the molecules, you will understand. No problem. Okay? See. Second compound, name of the functional group alcohol, formula OH, structure O single bond H, secondary suffix ol. Next, third one, aldehyde, formula CHO, structure C double bond OH, secondary suffix all. Fourth one, ketone. Ketone formula CO, structure C double bond O, secondary suffix one, propanone, butanone, like that you will get. What is the pronunciation? One, O-N-E, one. Okay. Fourth one, ketone, formula CO, structure C double bond O, left side bond, right side bond. That means bonded with carbon, R groups, alkyl groups. Secondary suffix on. Okay, next one. Fifth one, amine. AMINE, amine. Formula NH2. Formula is NH2. Structure N single bond N single bond N H. On nitrogen we have lone pair. Okay. Secondary suffix amine only. Secondary suffix amine. Okay. Slowly these five first, note down these five functional groups, all of you. First one, carboxylic acid, alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, amine. Everything I will take the functional group and I will explain so many examples. Next functional group, like that every functional group I will say the names, how to write the names, everything you will be getting clear, no problem at all. First thing, you have to write the table of carbon neatly and practice that. First one carboxylic acid, second one alcohol, third one aldehyde, fourth one ketone, fifth one amine. Okay, if it is okay, next we will go for sixth one, all of you. From here also, these are only very important. Next 12th class you have functional groups only separately. Okay, how to give the names of those functional groups, those are very important. So pay 100% concentration, all of you. Okay, next let us see that sixth one. Name of the functional group ether. ETHER, ether. Formula. Like this we will write. Even structure also same thing. Actually left and right we have R groups. R groups means alkyl groups. General representation of ether ROR. General representation of carboxylic acid RCOOH. That R group at the time of explanation of individual functional groups I will show. R group is nothing but alkyl group only. CH3, C2H5, C3H7. These are all coming under R groups. Okay, alkyl group is generally represented by capital R. Alkyl group is generally represented by capital R. Okay, next. Secondary suffix ether only. Next, seventh one. Name of this functional group cyanide. Formula CN. Structure C triple bond N. Secondary suffix nitrile. Nitrile or cyanide. Maximum we will use nitrile only. Okay, next, eighth one. Isocyanide. Formula NC. Structure this arrow mark is nothing but dative bond, no? NC. Secondary suffix carbylamine or isocyanide. Carbylamine or isocyanide. Eighth one. Next, ninth one. Name of the functional group ester. Formula COO. Like this we will write. Structure C double bond O, O bond. Okay. Secondary suffix O8. O8. Ethanoate. Methyl ethanoate. Like that you will get names. At the time functional groups we will see. Okay. See once 5 are completed. Sixth one ether. Formula like this we will represent. Left side and right side we have R groups. Okay. Secondary suffix ether. Next, seventh one cyanide. Formula CN. Structure C triple bond N. Secondary suffix nitrile or cyanide. Eighth one isocyanide. Formula NC. Structure NC like this. Secondary suffix carbylamine or isocyanide. Ninth one. Name of the functional group ester. Formula COO. Structure like this we will represent. Secondary suffix O8. Okay ma? Now next we will go for next functional group. 10th one, name of the functional group sulfonic acid. Formula SO3H. SO3H. Structure like this one we will write. S double bond O, double bond O, OH. That is SO3H. Secondary suffix sulfonic acid only. But this one very rarely we will get. Okay ma? 10th functional group sulfonic acid. Next 11th one. Name of the functional group thioether. Formula. Instead of oxygen we have sulfur. In ether we have oxygen. In thioether we have sulfur like this. Structure also same as it is. Secondary suffix thioether only. So maximum all the functional groups are completed man. This is about tabular column. Now 10th one is sulfonic acid. Formula SO3H. Structure like this we have to represent. Secondary suffix sulfonic acid. Next 11th one thioether. Formula like this. And name of this one is thioether. Secondary suffix is also thioether. Okay. I hope you understood everyone. It is very important table column. Just go through it. After that we will see names of those compounds. Okay, how we are going to give the names of functional groups. Let us start with that one. Let us see that examples for each and every functional group. Let us start with that. Okay. First one, carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acids, first example, CH3 C double bond O OH. CH3 C double bond O, oh sorry, 1 minute. We have HCOOH. HCOOH. This compound contains how many carbons? 1 carbon. Okay. Containing which functional group? Carboxylic acid. I kept the heading carboxylic acid. COOH is called carboxylic acid functional group. It contains COOH group only. Structure also I wrote. Okay. Now the name of this compound. First root word. Root word means it should contain how many carbons? 1 carbon. Then meth. Total compound has how many carbons? 1 carbon. Meth. Plus. Does it contain any carbon-carbon double bonds or triple bonds? No. Actually double bond is there. But the double bond is present between carbon and oxygen. We should not consider carbon and oxygen double bond as unsaturation. If we have carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond, then only we have to give ene and ine respectively. Then only we have to give ene and ine respectively. Otherwise, we have to give an only. Means all are single bonds. Like that we have to consider. So, an plus. It contains carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid means secondary suffix oic acid. Now join them. We will get methanoic acid. We will get methanoic acid. That is the name of this compound. Common name formic acid, which is obtained from red ants. Red ant strings contain this acid only. So when they bite us, it will induce that acid into our skin. Because of that, little bit we will get pain also. but it is weak acid, that's why it is not that much harm to us. Okay, this name root word meth plus an plus oic acid. So carboxylic acid secondary suffix will be getting oic acid only. Next compound CH3COOH. What is the next compound? CH3COOH. What is the name? It contains totally how many carbons? 2 carbons. 2 carbons means root word eth. All are single bonds only. C double bond O is there, but it is not unsaturated. Okay? N plus it contains carboxylic acid, oic acid. Okay, then the name of this compound will become ethanoic acid. Then the name of this compound will become ethanoic acid. Common name acetic acid. In vinegar we have that acid is called acetic acid only. This is that one only. CH3COOH. The name of this compound is ethanoic acid because it contains 2 carbons. Okay ma? Total number of carbons observe. Whether that CH3 functional group, all those things keep aside. Total number of carbons 2 are there. 2 means root word eth, an, oic acid. The name of this compound will be ethanoic acid. General name acetic acid. Okay, next. CH3, CH2, COOH. What is the name of this compound? Propanoic acid. Three carbons are there totally. 3 carbons, root word prop, all are single bonds, an, propan, carboxylic acid, oic acid. Okay, next. CH3, CH2, CH2, COOH. Butanoic acid. Name of this compound is butanoic acid. Okay ma? This is about carboxylic acids. We can continue like that. It will be going on decanoic acid, like that we will get. Okay, that is enough. Up to 5 carbons like that it is enough ma? 5th carbon means 5 carbons, pentanoic acid it will be. General names up to acetic acid only we will use. Remaining normally we will say propanoic acid, butanoic acid only. Okay. Now next functional group, that is alcohol. Second one, alcohol. Alcohols started with first carbon CH3OH. This compound contains totally how many carbons? 1 carbon. 1 carbon means what is the root word? Meth. Single bonds only, definitely. An. If it is alcohol, what is the secondary suffix? Ol. Now join. The name of this compound will become methanol. The name of this compound will become methanol. Next, CH3, CH2, OH. CH3, CH2, OH. What is the name of this compound? This compound contains totally 2 carbons. Okay, 2 means what is the root word? Eth. All are single bonds only. And N. While we are writing, this E will be removed because secondary suffix is also there. That's why we are going to remove that E and joining that ol. Okay? Eth, an, ol. The name of this compound will become ethanol. The name of this compound will become ethanol. Okay, next. CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. What is the name of this compound? 3 carbons are there. 3 carbons means what is the root word? Prop. An. All are single bonds only. Okay, propan, ol. As it contains alcohol, what is the secondary suffix? Ol. Propanol. Pronunciation is propanol. Okay, like this we can continue up to 5 carbons. Butanol, pentanol. Butanol, pentanol. Like that we can give. Okay, ma? This is about secondary functional group, alcohol. Next we will go to third functional group. Aldehyde. Okay, aldehyde means CHO. Aldehyde means CHO. Now we will start with HC double bond OH. HCHO. Clearly it is written as HC double bond OH. HCHO. Okay. Now this compound contains totally how many carbons? One carbon. One carbon means root word meth. All are single bonds. C double bond O is there, already I told. It is not considered as unsaturated. If you have only carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond, then only we have to say unsaturated. Ene or ine. Here it is considered as saturated only, so we will write AN only. Methane plus, it is aldehyde group, CHO. If aldehyde group is there, what is the secondary suffix? Al. Join that al here. Then the name of this compound will become methanol. Then the name of this compound will become methanol. Next, CH3 C double bond OH. This compound contains how many carbons? 2 carbons. So root word ith plus an plus all. Ith plus an plus all. Ethanol. Now the name of this compound will be ethanol. Okay, next compound. CH3 CH2 C double bond OH. CH3 CH2 C double bond OH. Then this compound contains how many carbons? 3 carbons totally. 3 carbons means root word prop. All are single bonds and this one contains, what is the functional group? Aldehyde, all, propanol. Like that, next compound, butanol, next compound, pentanol, like that it will be continued. Okay ma? This is about aldehydes. How we are going to give the names of the functional group, aldehyde group containing compounds. Okay, next we will see for ketones ma. Fourth one, ketones. Start with example. First one, CH3 C double bond O CH3. Left side and right side, both sides we have to contain R groups. R means ethyl group. Here we have both are methyl groups we have. Okay, if you write here H ma, it will be aldehyde. So at least how many carbons must be there in ketone? At least 3 carbons must be there. So we have to start the ketone with 3 carbons, definitely. Okay, 3 carbons means what is the root word? Prop. All are single bonds only, un. Okay, but here function group is not at first position. In previous everything wherever we have, function group is given in first position. But here function group is in between 2 carbons. Then we have to give numbering. Left to right or right to left. That function group carbon must get least number. Then 1, 2, 3. That function group carbon must get least number. According to that we give numbering. On second position we have ketone. Then 2, one. Then the name of this compound will be propan 2-one. Then the name of this compound will be propan 2-one. Next, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. This ketone contains totally how many carbons? 4 carbons are there. 4 carbons means root word but. Right to left, let us give numbering to get the function group for least number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But plus un plus 2 one. Then the name of this compound will be butan 2-one. Then the name of this compound will be butan 2-one. Okay, ma. Now we will go for next compound. CH3, CH2, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. Right to left again numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons. On second position we have C double bond O. Total number of carbons, 5 carbons are there. 5 carbons means root word pent. Un. Because C double bond O, it is not unsaturated. Saturated only. C double bond O is not considered as unsaturated. Okay, pentan 2-one. The name of this compound will be pentan 2-one. Okay, ma? In this way we have to give names for ketones. Like this we will see for next compound also, next function group. Let us see that one, fifth one. Okay. Fifth one, ethers. Ethers general representation like this we will show. Actually left side and right side we have R groups. Okay, ma. Before going to give the name of this ether, we can classify these ethers into two types. Those are symmetrical ethers and unsymmetrical ethers. Ethers are classified into two types. Those are symmetrical ethers and unsymmetrical ethers. Okay, how we are going to give the name of symmetrical ethers as well as unsymmetrical ethers, now we will see. Before that we have to define what is meant by symmetrical ether and what is meant by unsymmetrical ether. Okay. Oxygen is bonded to two alkyl groups which contain same number of carbons or same alkyl groups. Oxygen is bonded to two same alkyl groups. That is called symmetrical ether. In ether, oxygen must be bonded to two carbons left side and right side. If that oxygen is bonded to same alkyl groups, here left side methyl group is there, right side is also methyl group, then the type of ethers are called symmetrical ethers. If R group oxygen is not bonded to same alkyl groups, it is bonded to different alkyl groups, that is called unsymmetrical ethers. If oxygen is bonded to same alkyl groups, that is called symmetrical ethers. If oxygen is bonded to not same alkyl groups, that is called unsymmetrical ethers. Here oxygen is bonded to CH3 and CH2CH3, methyl and ethyl, two different alkyl groups. The type of ethers are called unsymmetrical ethers. Okay, now we have to give names for symmetrical ethers as well as unsymmetrical ethers. Okay, this is about today's class. In next class we will see how we are going to give the names of symmetrical ethers and unsymmetrical ethers. Let us see in next class. Okay, I hope you are clear. The important points in today's class is the tabular column you have to remember carefully. After completion of the tabular column, we have seen the points. Every functional group I am giving the names individually. First I considered carboxylic acid, next alcohol, next aldehyde, ketone. Like that every organic compound functional group I am taking, and what are the examples I am considering. For all those I am going to give the names of those compounds. Now fifth compound, fifth functional group, that is ether. We are trying to give the names of ethers now. Okay. In next class we will see how we are going to give the names of symmetrical ethers and unsymmetrical ethers. Okay, ma? I hope you are clear about the class. Thank you. Have a nice day.